Welcome. In this video I will show you what to do if the touchscreen of your Motorola Moto G10 smartphone is unresponsive. First of all, check for interference with your device's case or maybe screen protector. So if you have a case and a screen protector applied on your device, then first of all remove the case and try using your touchscreen once again. Maybe some part of the case is interfering with your device's touchscreen, and before removing the screen protector that you cannot reapply, let's try a couple of different things. So first of all, let's simply force restart the phone by holding down the power button for a while until the screen of your device goes off, and after the screen of your device goes off, just release the power button and let it reboot by itself. Okay, and if after the restart your touchscreen didn't start responding, we can still try one more time, but instead this time I recommend doing restarting your phone into the safe mode. This way we will outrule any possible application or background activities interference with your device's touchscreen. So if some background activity interferes with your device's touchscreen and makes you unable to use it, then we can simply reboot the phone into the safe mode. It is done similarly as you would normally restart your device, but instead of just waiting until it boots up, we're gonna have to press and hold the volume down button from one particular moment. I'll explain everything on the way. So basically, in order to reboot your phone into the safe mode, just hold down the power button until the screen of your device goes off once again, then release the power button and then wait for the Motorola logo to appear on your screen. This is gonna happen pretty soon. Then count like to 5 and after 5 seconds start holding down the volume down button until your phone boots up. So right now let's count together: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so right now we can start holding down the volume down key. Now you may not succeed from the first attempt. I'm not sure if I'm gonna succeed right now, but generally that's how it's done. So we just hold down the volume down button. Right now the animation should appear on the screen, and after this animation we'll get to know whether or not we enter the safe mode. And as you can see, we did. And now that you are in the safe mode, if your touchscreen started to respond, that means that there was at least some third-party interference with your touchscreen. Therefore, we're gonna have to remove this application that caused the interference from our smartphone. Now to do that, go to your device's settings, then go to apps and notifications and open the entire apps list right here. Then find this application that could have caused this in here and delete it from your device by selecting it and either disabling it or deleting it. Most probably deleting, as I wouldn't assume that any system applications could have caused this. But if you want to make it easier for yourself, go to a battery menu instead of apps and notifications. Now, why would it be easier? It's because if we go to usage details, well, normally if you've been using your device for a while, you will see the list of apps in here, the apps that were consuming most of your battery power during the last hour or something, and most probably your application, the one that you're gonna have to remove, will be on this list of this device. And so yeah, so you can remove this application right from here and then reboot your device into the normal mode by holding down the power button and then selecting restart or force restarting it like we did before, in case safe mode didn't fix your touchscreen issue. Now basically right now the only solution you have left is removing the screen protector, which I mentioned at the beginning. So right now, since we've tried everything, try removing your device's screen protector and check if your touchscreen starts responding after that. Well, if it does, then it's great. You just have to get yourself a new screen protection now, and use your case to not damage your device's screen. And if this didn't help you, then at this point, this is most probably the hardware issue. And in order to get rid of it, you're just gonna have to fix your device. But as a last resort, we can perform a factory reset operation, and it may actually solve your problem. Now, to do that, once again, we're gonna have to turn off the smartphone, holding down the power button. Then, once the screen of your device goes off, start holding down power button and volume down key together, and keep holding them together like this. Okay, so once you see this Android robot on the screen, start using your volume up or down keys to navigate between modes. Now we are looking for recovery mode, so once you have recovery mode on your screen, just press OK. And now once we enter the recovery mode, we're gonna have to perform a factory reset operation here. So the factory reset operation will erase all data from your device. So if you don't want to do this, then just restart your phone by holding down the power button for about 10 seconds. But if you are ready to perform a factory reset operation, which will erase all data from your device, then continue by I'm actually not sure what we have to do in here to escape this robot. Usually it's holding down the power button for a while and then pressing the volume up key, and it actually helps. Yeah, so hold down the power button once you see the robot, and while holding down the power button, press the volume up key. Now, using volume up and down buttons, navigate to wipe data factory reset and press power button to confirm, and then select reboot system now to restart your device. And after that, your device will be fully reset. So the factory reset operation will be performed, and basically this operation resets all the settings on your device. So if there was any possibility of any software interference, any setting interference with your touch screen, then this problem will be resolved now for sure. Now, if your touchscreen still isn't responsive after you perform a factory reset operation, they actually if your phone isn't responsive after the factory reset operation, then this means that this is definitely a hardware issue. Now, I just realized that I didn't perform a factory reset operation, since once I pressed wipe data / factory reset in recovery mode, I selected cancel instead of OK. So yeah, you're gonna have to select, you're gonna have to confirm your choice, and once you confirm your choice, you'll see something like the wipe data complete in the log right here at the bottom of your screen, and then you're gonna have to press reboot system now, and then the operation will begin. Yeah. So that's it for this video. I hope that it helped you, and if it did, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.